Welcome to episode 3 of making a Backrooms game from start to finish. So first thing we are going to do is we're going to go to the project settings. We are going to go to the maps and modes tab. And then we are going to click on, we're going to find our level that we made, level 0, in the game default map and editor starter map, set it to level 0. So we have a good starting point and we'll always start in this level. So, what we are going to do today is we're going to go back into the content, we're going to go to input, we're going to go to actions, and we're going to right click, and we're going to go to input, we're going to make an input action, call it IA underscore, and then pause. We're going to future-proof ourselves by adding these input actions. We have IA pause, which I forgot why I done it like this. I don't know why I opened it, because I don't know what I thought. And then we are going to go to the IMC default. Then we're going to click on the drop down for mappings. We're going to create a new mapping, and it's going to be IA pause. We're going to click on the drop down. We're going to choose a key for our purposes, escape, and I would also recommend making a new key for P, as pressing the escape in the editor will make it, what's the word? Close the editor, not editor, but the actual test game run thing. So now when we press P, it will do nothing because we haven't set up the functionality to it. So next thing we are going to do is we're going to create a new folder for menus. We aren't doing a menu today, I don't remember though. But we are going to go back into input, back into actions. We are going to create another input action. And that will be IA underscore sprint for when we add a sprinting system with stamina eventually. That will be a new thing that we add, and then we're going to add one more, and that's going to be IA underscore crouch. Okay, there we go. We now have all the input action mappings, and we are going to create a new mapping for IA sprint. We're going to choose left shift, and we can also choose right shift if players want to. And we are going to make another mapping, and that will be IA crouch, and it can be left control and the C key. And we're going to do one more mapping. I think we do. Wait, what am I doing here? I don't know. No, I don't. Okay, guess I don't. So we ignore the IMC mouse look. We're going to go into the first person blueprint by going first person blueprints and then double click on the first person character blueprint. We're going to move it up into the tab area that looks like Google Chrome. Yes, that's what I describe it as. So as you can see, we're using visual scripting to make it easier. We have multiple meshes, so we are going to hide the mesh in-game for the character so you don't see it, which I think is a very important step if you want full immersion. Well, you can technically view yourself in real life by looking down, but that is your choice if you want to do that. Personally, I don't do that. So now when you look down, you don't have your body there. So now you're essentially a floating body. So now what we are going to do is we're going to go back into the thing. We're going to make the save on compile on success only. Or did I choose always? So I would recommend setting it to on success only for ease of use. Now we're going to go to the event graph. So what we're going to do is we're going to do IA underscore crouch, and we're going to click on the drop down. Then we're going to go from on started, set capsule half height, if I remember correctly, if I can type it. Yep, set capsule half height, like that. And then we're going to move up that to make it look nicer. And we're going to set the half height to, hold on, I'm just looking what it is. So, what's it called? Yeah, I'm just looking. And then we're going to set the half height to 50. And on cancelled, we set the capsule half height to 100 if I remember correctly. So it will be half, and then so what you want to do is you want to do on started and then set it to half what you want your actual height to be for the crouching mechanic. And then so as you can see it is 100. So we are going to test it here. So now we have it where we crouch, but we don't go slower, which we will change in a future video. So also, just to let you know that it will be unsmooth right now. We also change it to completed actually, because that makes sense. I meant to do completed, but now when you uncrouch, it can now go up and down, which is good. But as you can see, there is a bug which allows us to go up and down, but without smoothing it out. That will be fixed in a future video. So yeah, I'd say we've done well here. Okay, and then we're gonna like select all of it and then press C to comment. So we're gonna call this crouching, so we know what it is. So just in case you forget, you comment your code. So we want to. I personally I like everything aligned. So if you want that, you can. And then just I'm gonna align the crouching as well. So now we have a nice and neat what's it called, crouching area and a nice and neat blueprint. So we're gonna compile, and because it succeeded, it's gonna save. So now we have completed this episode. So I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you know how to create more features of the my Backrooms game. So thank you for watching and goodbye.